Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mercenary from Hell, also known as Japanese Spider-Man. Now to get this figure started, he stands around 6'1" to 6'2" roughly, and he's probably one of the tallest Spider-Men in the collection. Now of course he comes with his gauntlet made of this nice stainless metal, and it has the yellow band on the top and the red buttons on the side, with of course some detailing in between. It fits on his wrist fairly nicely, and he's able to pop on his hand with it on. Moving on to the head, you can see his face underneath the mask, just like in the TV show. You can see his nose, his lips, and also his ears. This mask wraps around his full head and makes its way underneath to make it nice and tight so nothing is loose on his face. The webs are painted on, and so are the silver lenses. Moving down to the torso, you can see the classic symbol on the front made by Alex Ross, and it is the same on the back. Now you can see the zipper there, that goes all the way up to the head, and you can see the rubber soles on the bottom of his feet. Moving away from the figure, I made a highly detailed stand for him. Now, it has a lot of weathering on it just because I feel that is a more realistic approach, and it says Spider-Man on the front, but I don't think it says anything on the back. I just drew symbols to make it look like it says something in Japanese. Moving over to the right, I've added a cat statue that has been 3D printed and painted. It also has been weathered just like the base, and it gives it a more realistic tone to the whole thing. Moving on to the back, it is not as dirty as the front, but it still has its fair share of dirt and grime. The metal rod is to hold up Spider-Man so he could be posed around. Going into detail on how this figure was made, he, like all the other Spider-Man figures I've made, has a suit made of KT tape. Obviously it's a blue and red KT tape, and it's wrapped around the whole figure through the head, but the hands are made of clay, just painted on the felt detail. Now the gauntlet on his hand was a little bit difficult. This is made of real metal, and it was wrapped around his hand with a little bit of chipping and detailing. So nothing too fancy here. All these parts found here are made of magic model clay. The hands are painted, but the head is wrapped in KT tape. The body is made of a different material that's more solid, while this is made of a more rubbery material, which has it be more grippy instead of silky. So the rubber does help the bottom of the feet, and the hands are rotatable along with the wrist gauntlet. The stand is made of EVA foam with carved in detail by a pencil. Now once you carve it in, you can't really uncarve it, so you gotta be careful. After you do that, you hit it with acrylic paints, and you plop on the 3D cat that has also been hit with paint. Once that's all done, you want to go over with black acrylic paint that has been watered down to give it that more weathered effect. After that dries, you grab wire, you form it in that shape like a claw, and you're able to pop on Spider-Man. Now this figure is very fun to pose, and to put him in different spots and positions is fairly easy. The shoulders only go up a certain amount, probably around there. It gets kind of stopped by the felt, so be very gentle if you do end up making this figure, because he will only be able to bend a certain amount, and that goes for the legs and the joints as well. But the head is a swivel, and you can pose it however you want. So I hope I went over everything you want to know about the figure and how it was made. If you want me to make someone else, put them in the comments, and I'll try to get to them. On that note, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.